Okay, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to Dogs Up Front. Today we have another diehard Liverpool fan with me who is mad about Arne Slot. So this is my friend Tesfai, and we are just trying this out and see how it works. Maybe we'll do a weekly podcast on Liverpool and sports in general. I don't know, but for this one, he wanted to share his thoughts and opinions as a Liverpool fan on Arne Slot. I'll just let Tesfai introduce himself quickly first, and then we'll get into it. Come on, Tesfai.
Yeah, thanks for having me. So basically, the reason why I wanted to come on this is because I don't know what Liverpool's doing. Like, while we still keeping Slot, like we had an opportunity to sign with Xabi Alonso, but they never really, like I don't know why they're waiting because it's been a terrible season so far, right? Like Salah's gonna leave just because of like Slot, right? Like the reason why is because, right? Like then it's like the team doesn't look as good, no morals. Like we barely got Champions League, which is like insane because this is probably the worst Premier League season there's been. Like Arsenal won the league by how many points? Like 82 or
85 final total, I think.
insane, right? Like,
Yeah, they won it the last game.
And the last game to get Champions League. I don't really think Slot is a good manager. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's basically just, I don't know what the FSG is doing. Like they're giving him full faith. He bought, like I think he spent the most like for Liverpool manager ever, right?
True. As a Liverpool coach, we had many new players, over 500 million, I think, spent. But we did.
None of them are good. The only one that's been good is what's the name of the French guy?
Ekitike, yeah.
Everybody else has been like mediocre, right? Like
True. So we had the new players that we signed were, I guess, Isaac for 125 million, Florian Wirtz for about 100 as well. Ekitike was 80, Frimpong and Milos Kerkez. So those were the main players that we got. We did sell a lot of players. So I know this will sound. We're trying to get to debate because
look at Diaz. Diaz has been the best player by Bayern Munich now, right?
Leverkusen.
Why do we sell Diaz? Like that's insane, right?
Yeah. Oh, you meant Diaz, Luis Diaz. Yeah. So that's where. Well, I want Slot. I'm just gonna put it out there. I want Slot gone too, but we can have an actual conversation if you want. So.
Because you still like have faith in him.
I don't have faith in him. I don't see him turning this around. I want him gone, and I want Nagelsmann, or if Luis Enrique is looking for a fun challenge, maybe if he wins the Champions League with Arsenal, he won't to leave PSG after that. I don't know, but I want to play devil's advocate here. Basically,
but it's just like
last summer when we signed those players, everybody was pumped, right?
No. You were. I remember. Like I was telling you, the first 5 games, you were super excited.
I was, yes, I was, yeah.
I was saying this is shitty performance. Remember, that's what I was saying.
True.
So bad. We're just getting lucky. So I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this? Like,
but the names that we signed, when you think about it, the Isaac, Wirtz, like people were like, we won the league, we spent this much, we should have done better than we did, right? And you were saying Luis Diaz has been the best Bayern Munich players, but Luis Diaz is a great player, yes, but he went many games without scoring for us last season. It's Mo Salah who carried us. And you can't compare the German league to the Premier League. Like he's doing.
Salah's basically telling the fans like how what's happening inside the dressing room is toxic. That's the reason why he's leaving. If there was any other manager, Salah would have stayed. I generally believe he would have stayed. He doesn't like Slot.
True.
He doesn't like enough. And Salah would have never went on like like a press conference and call up the manager because he basically said like what do you call Slot is making a scapegoat, right? Like he
Yeah.
was subbing him, he was doing some dumb shit. I don't get it actually. That
Well,
actually pisses me off. Like I don't like.
even that, if you think about last year, I'm just comparing. Slot seems to be a different person than what he was last year. Last year, there seemed to be a connection with us, the fans, the way he was speaking in the media, but this year he's completely different. He is using excuses, and we changed our way of playing completely, which doesn't
I
fit.
just saw his press conference. He really said like that. The reporter asked him, "What would you say about this season?" Right? He said injuries.
Yeah,
What the
he's
fuck are you
using
talking about?
injuries.
We never had major injuries. Like it doesn't make sense. Remember when we were like competing with what do you call when Klopp won that Capital One Cup? Like we played with like young
Oh, the
players.
kids versus Chelsea
Remember
in that final, yeah,
Yeah,
I
against
remember.
Flower has injuries. This guy's full of shit. We need to sack him, bro. For Liverpool to
True.
be good, they need to sack him before summer transfer window starts. If they have balls, but the thing is, they're not gonna sack him because it's like
Yeah,
I don't know.
and even in his conferences, like not just excuses as injuries. You mentioned Klopp winning with the youth. In one of the press conference, remember that bad season we had on the club where we finished, I guess, in the Europa League spot, and then we went like 6 defeats in a row. In a conference, they asked Jurgen like, "Can you turn this around?" You know, Jurgen said yes, 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 and left. And then he did turn it around to leave a team that won the league last year. And Slot, Slot just have excuses,
I think Klopp, I give him a leeway because they were competing in the Champions League, Premier League, like every trophy the season before, right? So
Yeah.
players had to go down because it's like they can't keep the same level and they didn't get like that back in the transfer window compared to what Slot did. Like I don't know how did he buy all the players?
And even we don't lose 20 games in a season, like
We
we never lost more than 10 games with Jurgen, I think. And this year we lost 20 games all competition. Like what the heck is that?
That's insane. I don't know. We're gonna go watch Arsenal win the Champions League. I think they're gonna win the Champions League. They're gonna win the Premier League. But this is a bad Premier League season. If we had like a decent team, we would have actually competed.
We conceded 75 goals all competition and 52 in the Premier League only. We conceded 52 goals.
I don't know.
Like that's crazy. And even in his conferences, he doesn't know what kind of football he wants to play. He's saying he doesn't like what type of football we're playing. We don't have.
What football style do you have? How do they don't play nice football? I mean, this is like
It's
I don't
just
get it.
it's just sterile possession. Like the possession is just sterile. We're doing nothing. It's just going sideways instead of being direct. Liverpool are best when we are direct. When we are quick, direct, and this is.
What's the analysis? Which is fucked up. He's going to Juventus, right? Like that with transfer.
Probably, and this is bad from the club as well because imagine Alisson not getting a send off like Salah and Robertson did, and he was a key player in everything. So that's kind of bad for me. I would want him to get a send off, but I guess if transfer talks are still in progress, they can't just announce that he's leaving, right? He still has a year on his contract. But yeah, eventually he will be.
But I don't know. If Alisson leaves, like, who do you replace him with?
Well, that's not gonna go well, but I think Mamadashvili has been decent. It's just that we've been bad. Overall, we've been bad. We don't have no one in midfield. Our midfield don't have legs. Like I can't blame him. He has made a few good saves. He's not Alisson level, but he's decent. Like our midfield is too bad. Like McAllister, even Gravenberch. It's like when we lost Darwin Nunes and Luis Diaz, we lost intensity up front. That's where our
Yeah.
defense usually starts, and we don't have those players who work hard and run. Like because it's basically the same
So
midfield as last year. It's the same players in midfield. How are we
no,
so bad this
but
year?
you know what I like about Slot? They didn't utilize all the players. Like what's his name? Endo. He never got a single minute this whole season.
Endo
Like
is
he did. I
injured,
don't know, even
man.
the guy from
He got
Italy.
he got injured the whole
How about the guy
season.
from Italy?
Chiesa is okay.
How about the
I
guy from
I
Liverpool?
I know people love Chiesa, but he's not that good. Let's be honest.
Okay, when he comes on, he puts in 100%.
True, he gives his
Yeah,
all, but he's
a decent
average.
player.
He's average now. He wouldn't have made much changes.
I disagree with that. I don't know. I feel like the reason why I like Klopp, he let every player have an opportunity. Like he knows how to one player, right? They might not be the best player, but Klopp's able to get them to 100%. Slot isn't like that. He doesn't utilize all his players. He just utilizes many guys, and that's it. He doesn't really
Yeah, he doesn't trust those players. Yeah.
No, I don't know. I genuinely don't know what Liverpool's trying to do. Why are they backing him right now? I'm not excited for next season. I don't even want to watch a single game. That's how pissed off I am.
Same. Usually
But
Liverpool is the sports team that I watch with, where my emotions flow, where I'm the most involved emotionally. Like, when we score, when we concede, you do get frustrated. Like, I'm in the moment, right? But lately with Slot, everything is gone. Like, I'm just watching because it's a habit, right? I wake up to watch Liverpool games, but I'm not there, if
yeah,
that makes sense.
enjoying it's not fun. It's just more of sport than anything. That's what I've noticed for me too. It's even today's game, I wasn't excited. I was just watching because I like your Salah's
Salah and
last
Robertson, yeah.
game, Robertson's last game, a little bit right? So you have to watch those games, right? But it's they didn't even win. How do you not win on their last game? We have the team that's capable of beating them. It's
Right.
insane.
And
But
Brentford hasn't scored at Anfield in, I think, since, I'm just gonna fact check that quickly. Let me just, oh my bad.
here's the crazy part. We've never lost to City until this season. We've never lost to City at home until this season. That's fucked
Yeah,
up.
and many of
Liverpool
that
has
happened. Even
like
Man United, the Brighton, all those teams beat us for the first time.
it's insane. I don't get it. Man United looking like an incredible team under what's his name?
Carrick,
What's that? Yeah, it's
Michael
insane,
Carrick.
but whatever. Yeah, yeah.
I'm just checking that quickly for the Brentford one because I have a commentator here. Brentford had not scored a league goal at Anfield since November 6, 1937 until today. That's crazy. That's nearly 100 years.
Even Champions League, we lost to PSG. Such a terrible game. No
Yeah.
fight, no passion. Ugh. What the fuck was
Because
that?
it comes from the top, right? From management, and Slot is not a manager per se. He's only the head coach, but still, you're a head
I don't
coach.
think the players like him. That's the thing,
I
right?
think he lost the squad.
I thought
I think so too. Because why is he giving them days off after losing games?
they get days up. I haven't
They
even
get
seen
2 to 3 days off a week, as per the media.
the players?
Yeah,
I don't mind them getting days off. It's of course, you need a break. But it's the players have to play. I don't know. I feel like his management style isn't up to date. Or he doesn't.
he's not a good man manager. He's too cold.
Man,
Yeah,
yeah, he's more like a tactician, but it doesn't really work for Liverpool. He feels like he was a City type of manager. You just get the best players in the world, and then you have to slot them the correct. Maybe that work, right? But us to be like a manager that also is practitioner, but also like a player's manager. I think the reason why I do not like Slot anymore is when Salah came out and said they're making him a scapegoat. The manager doesn't have a really relationship with him. That's kind of insane. Your best player, who won the last season, without Salah, they would have probably lost. Do you know what I mean? Like, how do you replace somebody like Salah
Yeah.
for
And
next
even
season?
this year, I was checking the stats. Salah has over 20 plus goals assists. He has 13 goals and 10 assists in this worst season of his.
The reason why we were bad is because Salah is not as good as he was last season. That's basically Salah is basically the engine of this team, and now he's leaving. Now it's like, who's gonna replace him? That's $1 million question. Because if we don't replace him, we're not getting Champions League. Challenge to the league.
And
We don't have the defense to even like win 1-0. So it's kind of like not a good time for Liverpool fans, right? Like we don't have any foundations like rebuilds for next season.
it depends what we do during the summer, but I do agree. Like, again, we cannot replace Mo Salah. It just has to be a transition because the Salah type of players come once in a few years, you know. But Liverpool has always been blessed with great strikers, great goal scorers, if you think about it. Because
I think you know what we messed up on? You know what's Slot? Why did you back Ekatike and what do you call
Isaac.
Isak at the same time? Like why did you buy two central attackers?
Yeah, we needed a left winger, and Cody Gakpo is useless pretty much.
I don't know why. I think Gakpo was getting a scapegoat too. He's in a scapegoat. He like last season he was pretty solid. Like we can all agree on that.
Yeah, right? I guess it's just because all the other players have been injured mostly, right? And Gakpo is always available. So we've seen more of him this year, and the team being bad, he's not playing well. I do, yeah, I kind of agree with you. He's being scapegoated, but it's just because he's playing more.
Gakpo is a solid player. The problem is like the way the team is like overall the team is bad, right? So you can't single out one player and saying he's a terrible player. The problem is like how they set up the team. Like I don't know who's gonna the only player that's been good is Boslak this whole season,
Yeah.
right? And the way he's looking, like he's not gonna stay here for too long if we don't.
If we
give him
keep,
any backup,
yeah,
you know, it's like
I agree. So what do you think? Because this summer is gonna be key, right? If I don't want Slot to stay, but it seems like the club is gonna back him.
I'm still Slot. I'm not like the players we're signing is just wasting money. You know, it's like we can buy players. Like that's how we're trying to get that guy from what do you call it?
Leipzig.
Red Bull.
Yeah. South.
Leipzig, yeah, for like
Dumont.
100 million. I don't know that player. I've never seen him play. I'm not gonna come in and say he's a solid player or anything, right?
I don't even know what player we should be getting. I do know we need a left back, a left wing, and a right back. We don't have a right back since we're always injured and not reliable.
No, I don't know. It's been a terrible season for Liverpool. Like probably
It's a 4 out of 10 season in my opinion. Like, how do you get only 60 points?
And the crazy part, we got Champions League.
Right? How did this become Champions League with 60 points?
Because I feel like Chelsea's about I think Chelsea's about to become a solid team. Like I want Alonso to be a Liverpool manager because he's gonna be able to turn this place into like high pressing, high forward attacking team. I don't know why we never. Because if Liverpool asked Alonso to come be a coach, he would probably said yes, right?
He's going to Chelsea now.
Saying, like, just going for Liverpool, just going for Liverpool. He's going to Chelsea, which is insane. Like, why is he going to Chelsea?
Yeah.
Why? I wanted Alonso to replace Jurgen Klopp initially before we got sloshed. That was my main guy before even all of this. So I said, okay, now we have a good chance. We won the league with Slot. Give him a good send off. End of the season, he's done. We thank him for all he's done for us. Yeah, but now it's time to move forward with a new manager that is able to like actually improve the team. But it's like there's no I don't think the players the problem is the players don't like Slot, right? So how is it gonna work if you don't they don't play for him?
True. They don't believe in his tactics, his way of setting up the team.
No,
I don't think he's getting his message across. It seems a little bit like the Brendan Rodgers period, kind of.
I yeah, it's just more like, doesn't take accountability. He blames other stuff. It's like, at the end of the day, if he comes in and says, we lost because we haven't been good enough, we have to get better, I think people will be
Yeah, take
like,
accountability. People would.
okay, we get it, right? Like,
Exactly.
that's valid. But like, you're gonna say, how would you describe this season injury? I'm like, injury. Every team has injury. Do not use that as an excuse.
Even
It doesn't make any sense.
the
It's
four
like the
two
reason.
when we lost 4-2 against Aston Villa, he was happy with scoring 2 goals only. He was like
That's what I said. I thought that I was like, what the fuck? Are you happy with losing? Like, who cares if you score 30 goals and you still lose? You still lost. It doesn't really change anything. Like, if you play amazing, you get unlucky, that's fair. You can say, okay, chin up. You guys did a good job out there. But when it's like a situation like this, when we're playing Aston Villa, losing 4-2, trying to get into the Champions League, and you come in and say we only scored 2 goals, that doesn't make any sense.
yeah. Oh, now you're talking about that. We've had some horrible moments throughout the season. Remember when we lost 7 games in a row? We lost, I think, 9 in 11 games with teams like Galatasaray beating us 1-0. Um, that other team in the Champions League beat us 4-1 or 5-1. I forgot the name. What was it? Who was it? Not Galatasaray, the other one. It was a small team. A German team. Frankfurt, I think. Uh, yeah, Eindhoven beat us 4-1. And they never beat us in the last 20, 30, 40 years.
How the fuck do you lose PSG Eindhoven? How does that happen? Like, and respect to them, right?
Yeah.
But Liverpool's like transfer window is significantly bigger than theirs. We have way better players than them, right? And then it's like they've managed instead of this team to win. This season is basically like cooked.
Yeah.
Like, anyone that thinks this season is cooked, next season is cooked, so it's gonna be like instead of like us rebuilding, using this as a way to rebuild for like next season. Right? Now, next season is going to be us getting rid of that manager, then starting again. Then it's going to be another 3 to 4 years. But instead of them being super, ruthless, you're not working out, get out of here. Peace out, thanks for all you've done for us, won us the league. We appreciate you for that, blah, blah, blah.
Exactly.
You don't want to stay with something that's not working, right? Because it doesn't really change. Like, if stuff doesn't work, that means it's not working, so it's time to change, like it doesn't, like you don't magically become a better manager. Like even for, what's his name, the guy from Arsenal, Arteta, I did Arteta from this day he came in because like you can just see he was a players, people, the players loved him.
Yeah, his fans love him.
It wasn't like this is lucky, right? Like City was such a better team, Liverpool got like a better team because they had a Klopp. Right? Then look what they did this season. They won the Premier League because Arteta is a star manager. I think like people will say Arteta. Even like against what do you call PSG, I think Arsenal might win the Champions League.
Oh, I hope not, but
Like,
I do see them winning it. It's just their year. Like
I think they will because the Arsenal is such a like they know how to defend.
yeah, and the vibes. The vibes around them as well, winning the league, and it's just
like they're all like even for us. Remember like before we did like we lost the Premier League, right? Then we beat Spurs. But imagine if you never won that. I think Klopp's dynasty wouldn't be the same, right?
yeah. And that year we lost the league with 97 points too.
That's what I'm saying. We lost the league. But like we even like I think we lost like 2 games and we still lost the league. Like
Yeah.
8 points. So it's kind of like
And then the quadruple year we lost with 93 points.
Yo, my phone's at 1% right now, bro. Yo, my phone's at 1%. Let me just I'll take out my camera, bro. We can still talk.
Yeah, we can still talk. Yeah. So yeah, I do think Arsenal is gonna win the Champions League, even if I don't want it. And yeah, we've been here for 25 minutes. What I was gonna say is, what I was gonna ask you mostly. So now that, let's assume that the club, let's forget what the club will do. We know the club will back Arne Slot for the next season. But if you were in charge now with Alonso gone to Chelsea already confirmed, and if you were
Yeah.
in charge, what would you do now?
I actually don't know what manager we can sign now because it's like there's no like Alonso was the only one that I thought like made the most sense, right? Remember like we had Klopp and
I don't
Dortmund and
think Alonso made the most sense. That's my opinion because it's I want the two names I've mentioned before. So if I had the chance, if I was in charge, I'd
but
go
why
for
would Luis Enrique leave PSG? Like that
because
one
he's
is
won
like,
everything, man. He
but
if
it
he
doesn't
wins the
matter.
if he wins the Champions League, he's gonna win the Champions League back to back with PSG, and I think he won it with Barca as well, right?
If Luis Enrique was on Liverpool, I'd be super excited because I think Luis Enrique is a people's manager. You know,
Yeah,
he's the
he's
guy who played he managed Chelsea,
Barca.
Barcelona,
Yeah,
the best like the best attacking squad, right? Then PSG like they lost Mbappe and they still managed to win the league, the Champions League, right?
yeah,
But my thing is like, why would he leave such a good opportunity? You know, like because right now
true.
PSG has a lot of good players. There's like so much young players that have so much potential. So I don't think he's gonna give that up, right? To come to a big challenge where it doesn't make a lot of sense.
It's a fun challenge though. Jurgen did it. Well, we can't keep comparing, but
But
again,
Jurgen is a
I
different breed,
don't.
though.
I also
But
don't think.
but you
Oh, sorry.
but you're like 'cause I think like the thing is like Luis Enrique like likes having a big transfer budget, right?
We do have a big transfer budget. We spent 500 million last summer.
But like I don't know how we did last season, but this season I don't think we're spending that type of money, right?
I think we will be some other players will be moving on. I think Curtis, if Slot stays, the likes of Curtis Jones goes, Maka goes, and probably one or two more. Maybe Allison we were talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll get some money back, and I'm excited to see. Well, before moving on to that, I know Enrique won't come, and I know the board, especially Richard Hughes, won't sign Luis
Yeah.
Enrique because Enrique is more of a manager type of coach, like you were saying, and they want a coach. They want someone like Arne Slot, a yes man mostly. That's what I think. But
I think that's what we want to get Alonso because he's gonna be like he wants to be in charge of the transfer window too, right? Like I think
exactly.
Chelsea's kind of guaranteeing like he's gonna be influential who they sign. But I feel like if you're a manager, you want to be able to pick your players. Like why the fuck is another person picking players for you? Because it doesn't make sense. I think Klopp had full control of the transfer window,
Well,
right?
we have well not initially. Initially, it was still that guy, right, Michael Edwards, and then that's the
Yeah.
reason Edwards left because club wanted more control. Um, but yeah, and then when Klopp left, Edwards came back for the same because he wasn't good with Jurgen. Um, yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, if I wanted, it's either Luis Enrique, which, as you're saying, the chances of him coming isn't is closer to zero. My
Yeah.
other option would be Nagelsmann, the German coach, but this one
Yeah.
will have to wait until the World Cup is over and or when Germany is out of the World Cup. But even
Yeah.
him, he is a manager and not a coach, right? He'd want control. But the reason I wanted those two is for Germany, Wirtz plays really good, right? They know how to use him, and
Yeah.
Nagelsmann would be able to, let Florian Wirtz do whatever he needs to do for the team because we are not gonna find a Salah replacement. Wirtz was supposed to be that guy. We were gonna transition to Wirtz being the main guy behind Ekitike and Isaac. But those players
Yeah.
are really good technically, but they don't have the speed
You know
yet.
what's funny? You know what's funny? If you get a decent manager, I think Ekitike, what do you call
Wirtz, Isaac.
and whatever, they'll be one of the best attacking players
True.
ever build.
Like we have great players. They don't have a good
The team
setup.
isn't bad. The team isn't bad. It's good. It's a good team. Like they have good foundation. It's just like he doesn't know how to utilize his players.
Exactly, needs better coaching and better
So I don't know.
management.
It's been a tough season for us. I'm not gonna lie. This season I've been like I barely like I watch the games just to get mad. It's not even fun.
Yeah, I'm just wasting time. Like, imagine waking up at 6 a.m. to watch them play like this. It's kind of crazy. Like, I used to be excited to wake up early, but now I'm like, whatever, you know. But that guy, I want to see more of him next season. Rio and Gumoa.
Who?
Rio and Gumoa, the 17-year-old. He's
Yeah,
good.
he's a good player. But I like the things with the young players, they look good when we're not good. But when it's a big opportunity, they kind of like, because I feel like you should get opportunities on, like, FA Cup qualifiers, but if not a player we should build around, right?
But we should give him the opportunity to play, not just in FA Cup. Like, I think he's decent. Well, I'm not gonna get clipped because there's no one watching us right now, but this sentence I'm gonna say is one that may get clipped, if we had a bigger audience. I was gonna compare him to Lamine Yamal. Like, he's pretty much the same age, 17, 18. It's just that Lamine is getting the opportunity, but here Slot prefers playing Gakpo on the left.
I don't think you compare him to Yamal.
I'm just saying he needs to be given the chance to play. He has the technical ability.
No, now I disagree with, but
have you watched him today? He keeps those defenders on their toes because he doesn't hesitate to take them on one-on-one. He doesn't hesitate to go by the line, like straight to the corner or cut inside. While if you think about the Cody Gakpo only has one trick in his bag, it's just cutting inside and taking the shot, which eventually gets blocked from the left side. While that guy, he has those step overs. He's still young, but I was gonna say he's more like an Eden Hazard type of player, a Lamine Yamal. I'm not saying he has their level yet because he's still young, but he is in those categories, like the players who enjoy dribbling and taking people on, who are not scared to just get past defenders. I think we'll see more of him next year, and he'll show you what I'm saying right now. He is that type of player. But he needs to improve defensively, though. He's kind of lacking on that side. He needs to hit the gym and build some muscle a little bit more. But other than that, he's there because everyone likes to hype their players. If you see Man United fans, like we know two of them, and they hype shitty players for no reason. And Rio is not shitty. He is decent. We should. We should hype them.
No, I agree with that.
So yeah, any last thoughts before we wrap up for today?
I'm gonna, wait until I think this couple weeks we kind of determine if we're gonna keep Slaughter now, right? Because I feel like my assumption is they're waiting until the season's over.
Yeah, which is done now.
When they'll make the move back. Because it makes the most sense. Why would you sack him before the end of the season, right? But
true.
So it's like because then there's no reason to sack him right now. But I think this couple 2 weeks we kind of determine whether we keep him. Because I think Salah kind of put pressure on the board to get rid of him. Because there was a bunch of rumors saying like they had an emergency meeting, right? But nothing really came out of it. It's more like there's just talks or whatever, but.
I don't really look at the rumors, but yeah, it's been.
You were a big Slot fan, eh?
I was until February, I think, even March, and then lately I just changed completely. It's just because there's no accountability from his side, like you were saying. It's always excuses. I'd still be Slot in if he took some accountability, and be like, sure,
Exactly.
that's on me, 20 defeats, we didn't expect it, but we played poor. There
We
was
played
this
hard.
issues,
No,
I was
you
trying
know,
some
like
stuff and it didn't work out, but just give a fan something. He didn't give us anything to bite on.
exactly. But what can we say? Be a tough. We can probably talk about like next week. Hopefully, maybe there might be good news of us getting a new manager. You never
Yeah,
know, but it's like who do we grab, right?
true. We'll see. Well, my two options, as I said, is I would love Enrique even if it doesn't seem feasible, or
Yeah.
Nagelsmann. If not, the rumors were saying that other German coach from Stuttgart, who is having a
Yeah.
great season. But if you think about it, that's kind of similar to Arne Slot with Feyenoord, right? Same season.
Yeah,
Even
exactly.
rumors about the Bournemouth coach Iraola, that's similar to Arne Slot with PSV. They are not proven, but at the same time, there is no out and out coach or manager at the moment, right? The only ones I can think of already have a job: Alonso, Enrique, Nagelsmann. Other than that, I guess it's the end of an era, like the likes of Pep leaving, Jurgen left,
Yeah.
Carlo
So it's a new
Ancelotti went to
generation, right? Like
Brazil.
even Liverpool, the only two players from back in like 2016 to 2020, Klopp's last season is just what's his name, Allison and Van Dijk, right? Apart from that,
And
everybody's new.
Joe Gomez, man. Why do people keep
Oh yeah,
forgetting
Joe
Joe
Gomez.
Gomez? He's been here since Brendan
Oh
Rodgers, man.
Joe Gomez has been a. I'm not gonna lie, I actually like Joe Gomez.
He's
He's been
just
a
been
baller
injured too
lately.
many times, but I love Joe
Yeah,
Gomez,
but
man.
he's probably gonna be a Liverpool cult legend. That's for
He
sure.
is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess it's the end of an era coaching wise as well, and new coaches need to step up. Maybe
Yeah.
if there's no one else, I hate to say it, it's taking everything in me to not say it, but it might be Mikel Arteta and Arsenal.
Winning the league again?
Yeah, because there's no one else. Think about it.
No, there isn't. It's like they might be
Because
a bet. But you know what's crazy?
Alonso
I
at
don't.
Chelsea would need a few years at least to set up
But you
that
know
team.
what's funny? You know what's funny though? I think Arsenal, like, if like, 'cause like their teams, like they don't evolve because now they're playing just more defensively, right? People are gonna figure out ways to play against them. Because it's like
Yeah.
now, like stuff like that doesn't really work for too long. Even look at Jose Mourinho. His shelf life is usually 3 years, right?
Yeah.
3 years he'll be a good manager, and after that, like the third year, everything goes to shit. Right?
Well,
Maybe that might not happen to Arsenal, but like just
it's just
something
because
like
there's no
that.
other coach, right? Before we had Pep,
Yeah.
who, Pep is Pep, right? The best coach of
No,
all
you're,
time.
you're right there.
But unless whoever comes to Liverpool step up, or Alonso for whatever reason did some magic at Chelsea, but there's no one else, or this one, Michael Carrick at Man United. But yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, I think we should wrap this up. We are going 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we'll try again next week. This has been good though. I've enjoyed it. Like
Yeah.
I didn't notice 40 minutes went by. It went by quick because we've been discussing. So that's kind of nice. Let me just stop the recording and then we can keep on. So yeah, this is it. This is Tesfai joining me today. Hopefully we can do more of this. Maybe not just on Liverpool, but on football in general. The World Cup is coming up. Maybe we can do something. I don't know. We'll see how our schedule be. But this has been fun today. Tesfai, thank you for joining me.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thank you.